which of these two goes into tomorrow's semi-finals for a match against either Judd Trump or Stephen Lee. And as Ronnie breaks off, let me just remind you that Stephen Lee has come back from 2 frames down against the defending champion to lead 4 frames to 2. Interesting stuff.
Good shot there from Stephen. Black's gone safe to the top cushion. This has been a terrific match between these two. Mistake there, but he's got away with it. Well, that's brought the black into play. He hasn't quite covered the red. Chose to take that red on. Wasn't too far away. Cross double, and he's just thrown it a little bit wide. Well, I wonder, will he take one of these reds onto the middle pocket? It would be a massive shot if he does. Well, here we go then. Wow, what a pot that is at this stage. He totally committed himself. Great red. And those are the sort of shots that should really win you frames and matches. He didn't back away from that one.
No, it was quite brave, given the state of the match. You might be thinking, Mike, well, it's about time I did one on Ronnie. It's been a while.
Well, but that red alone deserves that. There comes a point when, you know, you just have to go for it, and these boys at times do show a lot of courage.
I think he's got sufficient angle here to screw away from that black, get it back on its spot and back onto the next red. There we are.
I mean, there's 2 or 3 he could have played there and took the straighter one, knowing that he was leaving Ronnie everything on.
He's also had a 76 and a 57.
Nicely done. And to come through 3 reds there.
He's a right-hander, so he'll be just stretching a little for this one.
He might just screw over to the side cushion for that red near the corner pocket. Oh!
You see, he was stretching there, Mike, and it was always the possibility.
So Ronnie does get the chance then.
It might be the one chance that he needs to turn this frame around. That's not the best finish he could have wished for. I'm not sure he's on anything here, Mike.
I don't think he is. Well, he's looking at the outside red there, the one on the extreme right. He's not thinking about clipping this into the middle, is he?
He is.
Well, played it with safety. Well, only 8 from that, though. Ronnie will be really annoyed with himself.
Well, nothing easy. A long red into the green pocket.
He's eyeing it up. He's having a go at this one. This could be a big shot. Oh! Unbelievable. Well, we've been royally entertained by these two. It's not finished yet. Can we make it the best of 11? Will be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, the semis. Well, now, this is now an opportunity for Ronnie.
8.
That he didn't think he was going to get until Stephen missed that very difficult pot when he was leaning precariously over the table. Left himself with just a little bit too much to do on the black. And if you're hearing noise, it was around about 50 odd points apiece and all to play for in that 7th frame, with Stephen at 4-2 as Ronnie takes that black. And Judd ended up having to clear the colours to the pink, which he did. So it's 4-3 now to Stephen Lee on the other table.
27.
Meanwhile, Ronnie now in the lead in this final frame, and the ball's pretty well at his mercy, you've got to say. Oh, especially now.
Yeah.
34. 35.
So it looks as though that missed black when Stephen was stretching is going to cost him frame and match.
40.
Can't see Ronnie giving up this opportunity.
It would be a major shock if he were to miss up on this one. 20 points the lead. This is going to make it 27. The next red 28 with 35 on.
48.
So just a pink and black and the last red, and it's all over.
Well, he didn't seem quite in the mood at the beginning of the week, did he? But he's knuckled down since then.
Marcus Campbell, he didn't seem to be, in my view, wanting to even be here. Well, of course, he often isn't with overseas events, and he's overcooked that considerably. He needs this red. His 4th half century of the match.
Oh, can't believe he's landed there. You still go for this.
It's frame and match ball. He's got to go for it. Oh, or is there going to be another twist? Has he covered it with the green? I'm not so sure that he has.
I don't think he has. Can't believe that he's over hit that on position in the final red. But Stephen needs a pink or a black with this red, and he hasn't got much angle on it. He's 33 behind here. The blue is no good to him. That would be a respot. He's got to get back for the pink or the black, and that tells you that this red looks fairly straight, so this will be some shot to get anywhere near the pink.
Lots of action needed on the cue ball here. Hold your breath. Will be as
to respot, but there's still pressure on this. This has to go in, otherwise it's all over for him. Well played.
Still got to get all the colours. Look where the brown is. Brown to blue is going to be the key shot here
6
to force the respot.
Respotted black A in the final frame. I've seen a few of those down the years.
Well, the last one I remember was Mark Williams' famous one against Stephen Hendry in the Masters some years ago now, but it always stays in my mind. It probably stayed in Stephen Hendry's mind, I'm afraid. Rolling that final respotted black over the middle pocket, he felt sure it was going to drop, and it didn't.
This is not easy either. It's one of those, he could miss this.
Good
well played.
shot. Yeah, he's played the cue ball a little hard. He's going to have to go in and out of port. Remember, he needs all of these to get the black up on its spot again.
$20.
Well, he couldn't quite get on the pink from the last red, but the blue was good enough to force the respot. Just 2 more pots.
26.
And then it'll be a spin on the coin. Well, you would have thought at the beginning of the day that it would come down to a respotted block. Respotted black, I should say.
Not a block.
Not a block, a black.
It is a respotted black. Well done, Stephen. He kept his nerve there. Knew he had to settle for a respot when he couldn't get to pink or black. Had to settle for the blue. But he's kept his control, his concentration there very well. Here comes the spin of the coin.
Well, I think actually Stephen won the spin of the coin and put Ronnie in.
It looks like it, yeah. Yeah. Normally when you win the toss in this situation, you normally put your opponent in.
But he's come round to look at the angle here, Ronnie. He's not thinking about cutting this in, is he?
Surely not.
He's come round to look at the potting angle.
Well, I've seen him do this, actually. He and Mark Williams are 2 players who have done it. Nah. Everybody getting excited. Stay in your seats, folks.
Well, this is not easy. It's not a straightforward cross double as well. He might just push this to the middle of the back cushion. It's gone for the double.
Or the treble.
Has he got the treble? Has he got it?
Yes, he has.
Dear me.
Well. What an end to a fascinating and absorbing match. Stephen Maguire goes for the double, gets the treble. Hints of the way I used to play the game, Mike, when I was going for doubles. Well, you've got to say it was a little bit of a fluke, but even Ronnie managed to smile. But in the end, it is Stephen Maguire who goes through to the semi-final on a respotted black. He beats Ronnie O'Sullivan by 5 frames to 4. Oh, says Ronnie O'Sullivan. Even he could scarcely believe it.